Hi students, how are you all? Today's topic is pendulum, a simple pendulum. First of all, what is a pendulum? See, the making of pendulum is very easy. To make a pendulum, just you require a ball, and that ball will be suspended by a very thin thread with a rigid support. Fine. To help you, I got a pendulum with me. Can you see this ball? So now I am going to hang this ball with this thread. Can you see this thread? With this thread I am hanging this ball with the rigid support. Okay, so my pendulum is ready. Understood? This is the simple pendulum. Fine. Now we will discuss some important terms of this pendulum. Fine. Some important terms related to a pendulum. Okay. First of all, from where you are tying this thread, this point is called point of suspension. Understood? This point is known as point of suspension. And can you see this ball? We'll call this ball a bob. This is known as bob of the pendulum. Understood? So, this point is called point of suspension, and center of this bob, where is the center? Here. That center is called point of oscillation. Understood? So point of suspension, point of oscillation. And when your pendulum is at rest, see, my pendulum is at rest, it's not moving, it's at rest, then this position is called mean position. Understood? When your pendulum is at rest, we call it mean position. Understood? Now what I am going to do, I will take this bob at this point here. So this is my extreme position. Understood? So this is my mean position, this is my extreme position. Fine. Now if I leave the bob here, see. Okay. So first I am leaving the bob. See, it's going there and again it is coming here. Means first it's gone there, then again it is coming this position. From which position it is started? From here. It is going there and again it is coming here. Means it has completed one oscillation. Understood? So a bob, from where it has started, and again if it reach the same point, then we say that it has completed one oscillation, like this. See, extreme position, from extreme position is starting one oscillation. Fine. One more oscillation. Okay. So one oscillation means from where it is starting, again it is reaching at the same point. Understood? From here it is started. Fine. It is one complete oscillation. Understood? Now, say, from here it is starting. Now it's reaching here. Okay. So, how much time it has taken? Starting from here, going, again coming. Okay. How much time it has taken? That time is called time period of this pendulum. Understood? So what is the definition of time period? Time period means the time required to complete one oscillation for a pendulum is called time period. Understood? Now, from here it is starting one oscillation. Okay? Another oscillation. So, how many oscillation it is completing in 1 second? You understood? How many oscillation is completed in 1 second is called the frequency of that pendulum. So what is the definition of frequency? Frequency is the number of oscillation completed in 1 second is called frequency of that pendulum. Understood? One more term. Here, this is the pendulum. Can you measure the length of this thread? Yes, obviously, we can measure the length of this thread. This length is called length of the pendulum. Understood? Length of the pendulum. So what are the terms we discussed? First we discussed point of suspension. Okay, this is called point of suspension. This is length of pendulum. The center of the bob. Okay, center of the bob is called point of oscillation. This position, I mean when your pendulum is at rest, then this position is called mean position. Extreme position, now the bob is at extreme position. Okay, it is going, now this is extreme position. Fine. So this is extreme position, this is extreme position, and this is mean position. Fine. So starting from here, one oscillation. Understood? Another oscillation. Now starting from one point and reaching at the same point is called one complete oscillation. Now how much time it has taken to complete one oscillation is called time period. Fine. Now number of oscillation made in 1 second. Understood? Number of oscillations made in just 1 second. It's called frequency. Understood? Now, as I told you, this position is called mean position and this is called extreme position. So my mean position, my extreme position. Now what is the displacement between mean position and extreme position? Is called amplitude. Mean position, extreme position. What is the displacement? What is the displacement between mean position and extreme position? Is called amplitude of that pendulum. Understood? So we discussed almost all the terms related to a pendulum. Now we will go to our whiteboard and we will draw the things and we will discuss few more numerical formula related to a pendulum. Let's start. Now what we have discussed, we'll draw it here. Okay, let's see. So as I told you that this is the ball. Okay, the ball which I have taken, but we'll call it bob. B-O-B. Fine. B-O-B. And this bob will be suspended by a very fine thread. Okay, this is the thread. Fine. This bob is suspended by using a thin thread with a rigid support, and this is the rigid support. Fine. So this is my simple pendulum. Okay, and we call it mean position. Understood? And this point is called point of suspension. So S is my point of suspension. Fine. Now, and the center of this ball, we discussed already, the center of this ball, I mean that bob, center of the bob is called point of oscillation. Okay, so O is my point of oscillation. Understood? And this is called mean position. Now when you take the bob here, I mean you are taking the bob here. Okay, so fine, taking the bob here means this is my extreme position, E. Now if you leave from here, then the bob will go there and again it will come here. Fine. The bob will go here. That means the bob will go here. Understood? So this is my extreme position. This is also my extreme position. And this is my mean position. Understood? This length is called length of the pendulum. Understood? This is the length of the pendulum. Fine? Length of the pendulum. Now, one more thing I told you, that the displacement between mean position to extreme position is called, yes, amplitude. The displacement between the mean position to extreme position, this one, is called amplitude. Fine. So what is amplitude? Amplitude is the displacement between mean position to extreme position, is called amplitude. Now, as I told you, what is called frequency? The number of oscillation it is making in 1 second. But before discussion of that, what we discussed, what is called one complete oscillation. One complete oscillation means, say it is starting from here, from this point. Fine. From this point it's starting. From here it is going there and again it is coming back here. Understood? So from here to there, again it is coming here. Then it is one oscillation. Understood? It's not that it's starting from here, it is going there, means one oscillation. No. If it is starting from here and reaching there, means half oscillation. Okay? It's half oscillation. So what is one complete oscillation? From where it is starting, it has to reach that point. Understood? Then only one oscillation will complete. So what I told you, from where it has started, it has to be reached there. Then only one complete oscillation will be there. So it started from here, it's going there, again it is coming here. Okay? Then one oscillation will be completed. Understood? So one oscillation means from where it is starting, again it is coming back to that position, then one oscillation will be completed. Now in 1 second, how many such oscillation can be completed in one oscillation? Okay, that is called frequency. So what is frequency? In 1 second, how many oscillation is completed? Say a pendulum is completing 10 oscillation in 1 second. Understood? 10 oscillation, like from here, 1, 2, 3. In this way, 10 oscillation it has completed in 1 second. Then we'll call the frequency of that oscillation or frequency of that pendulum is 10. Okay. So what is the number of oscillation made in 1 second? That is called frequency. Understood? Now, it has started from here, one oscillation, right? So from where it is starting, it's going, again it is coming back. So one oscillation. Now how much time is taken for one oscillation? The time taken for one oscillation is called time period. Understood? So what is the time taken to complete one oscillation is called time period. Understood? Now, if T is the time period, okay, what is T? Time period. Time period means one oscillation. Time required for one oscillation. That is called time period. Okay. Now, the frequency. What is called frequency? Frequency is the number of oscillation it is making. Number of oscillation it is making in 1 second. That is called frequency. Say f is the frequency. Understood? T is the time period, f is the frequency. Then there is a relation between them. Okay, you have to remember that relation. That relation is time period equal to 1 by frequency. Okay, or frequency equal to 1 by time period. Whatever you use. Time period equal to 1 by frequency, or frequency equal to 1 by time period. You have to remember these two equation. So time period equal to 1 by frequency or frequency equal to 1 by time period. This is the relation between time period and frequency. Understood? There is one more relation. You have to remember that. See, what is that relation? That relation equal to time period equal to, T equal to 2 pi root over L by G. Understood? Time period equal to 2 pi root over L by G. What is T? You know, time period. 2, we know what is 2. This is called pi. It's a special symbol. It's a special symbol. This is called pi. And the value of this is 22 by 7. Okay? The value of pi is 22 by 7. Okay? Now what is L? L is length of the pendulum. Length of the pendulum. What is G? G is gravity. Okay? G is gravity. And the value of G is 9.8 meter per second square. Gravity value is 9.8 meter per second square. Understood? Another relation is also there, that frequency equal to 1 by 2 pi root over G by L. Okay? Frequency equal to 1 by 2 pi root over G by L. And you know this everything. What is F? F is frequency. 1 by 2 pi. Pi we know. Pi is 22 by 7. The value of pi is 22 by 7. Root over G by L. What is G? G is gravity. Value is 9.8 meter per second square by L. What is L? Length of the pendulum. I told you. Length of the pendulum. Understood? So these are the relations you have to remember. Now, whatever the terms we discussed, we'll discuss their unit. Unit means, what is the meaning of unit? Say, I'm asking you a question. Say someone is coming from market. Okay? And you are asking him that what you bought from market. He's saying, I bought rice. Okay? He's saying, I bought rice. Then you are asking, how much rice you bought? Okay? How much rice you bought? He's saying, I bought 5 liter rice. 5 liter rice? Liter. Is it a correct use? 5 liter rice? No, it's not correct. Actually, he is supposed to say 5 kg rice. Okay? So, kg is the perfect unit. Understood? So, if the unit is not there, if the perfect unit is not there, then the things becomes meaningless. One more example I am giving you. Say if I ask you, what is the length of this pen? Fine. Then you are saying, say the length of this pen is 15 centimeter. Okay. What is the length? 15 centimeter. Now, if I ask you, what is the distance between Malbazar to Odlavari? Okay. What is the distance between Malbazar to Odlavari? 2 places. Fine. Malbazar and Odlavari. What is the distance between them? Then you are saying 1,78,52,136 centimeter. Is this correct? No. When it's a long distance, we do not use centimeter. When it is a short distance, we use centimeter. But when it is a long distance, we do not use centimeter. Instead of using centimeter, I should use kilometer. Yes, like the distance between Delhi to Jaipur. The distance between Delhi to Jaipur is 250 kilometer. Like that we have to use. Kilometer is the perfect use of that. So this kilometer, centimeter, that liter, kg, these are unit. Okay. So we have to know the perfect unit for each of the terms we discussed for pendulum. So now what are the terms we discussed? Like let us write the formula which we discussed. The first formula which we discussed is time period equal to 1 by frequency, or frequency equal to 1 by time period. Understood? One more formula we discussed, T equal to 2 pi root over L by G. Okay? Or frequency equal to 1 by 2 pi root over G by L. Fine. Now, what is T? T is time period. T is time period. What is the unit of time period? Second. Fine. Now, F. What is F? Frequency. Frequency. What is the unit of it? Hertz. Okay. The unit of frequency is Hertz. Capital H, small z. This is the way of writing Hertz. Capital H, small z. Hertz. Now, this L. What is L? Length of the pendulum. Length of the pendulum. What is the unit? Meter. Fine. Now G. What is G? Gravity. Gravity. Okay. What is the unit of gravity? Meter per second square. We already discussed meter per second square. And I told you the value of gravity is 9.8. So 9.8 meter per second square. This is the value of gravity. And also you know pi we discussed. This is pi. The value of pi is 22 by 7. Actually there is one more value of pi. So pi has got two values. One is 22 by 7, another is 3.14 or 3.14. Fine. So we discussed about pendulum. I told you that pendulum is very simple. Like you are using a ball and you are this ball is suspended by a thread with a rigid support. Then this is a pendulum. This is called mean position, extreme position. Okay, one oscillation. How much time it has taken to complete one oscillation? That is time period. How many oscillation it has completed in 1 second? That is frequency. So everything we discussed. After that we discussed about this formula also. This formula you have to remember, and all this formula, the unit or of all the terms used in this formula are very important. I hope you understood, you got a complete idea about a pendulum. Fine. See you in the next video. Thank you.